One Piece Odyssey is a surprisingly impressive game released by Bandai Namco in the first month of 2023, setting the bar high for the year to come. This game can now stand proud as a new representation of the never-ending beloved anime and manga series, One Piece. For myself, this game makes up for a lot of the downfalls which led previous games just to be not that good. Just before I kick this video off, I'd like to make a quick disclaimer that this is a first look, first play review, meaning at the time of recording this I have a total of 5 hours gameplay, which could lead to changes in future opinions and thoughts as the game progresses. After the opening cutscene, which leads the Straw Hat Pirates to be shipwrecked and left drifting ashore to the mysterious islands, the opening line states, "A story bonds to build memory." I felt this was a powerful line for an introduction, which makes more sense as the game goes on. Straight off the bat, 3 of the crew members are missing, which leaves the Captain Luffy to gather the crew in search for the others. As you explore the beautifully designed mysterious islands, you are greeted with lots of unique new enemies as well as save points across the map. Naturally, on games like this, there are tutorials at the beginning, however this game was a little bit more sneaky, taking me roughly an hour of gameplay to realise that chapter 1 hasn't even begun. The exploration gameplay was a little bit slower than I would have liked, but the beautiful scenery tends to make up for that. Seeing the enemies roam around the map was a nice touch, as you can avoid unnecessary combat when needed. During exploration, the player can toggle character to use different special abilities when needed. For example, Luffy can reach far items using his powers of the Gum Gum Fruit, while Zoro can slice down certain pathways with his sword. Unfortunately, switching characters makes the screen fade to black for about a second, which is a bit of a shame when you compare it to the seamlessness of a game such as Genshin Impact. The roaming mechanics sometimes don't feel too great when using certain abilities, such as Luffy's swinging ability. When using this ability, the player has no camera control, which makes it feel very stale, especially in sections where there is lots of swinging. The combat section of this game was a rather surprising choice from the developers, as One Piece traditionally has a huge amount of characters with a wide array of abilities. I would have assumed that the combat would have been a bit more hack and slash, but I was wrong, and surprisingly I'm quite glad I was wrong, because turning One Piece into its own turn-based RPG style combat system was one of the best things about this game. Battles are held in separate areas of the combat arena where multiple enemies may be specifically targeting different members of the crew. Each member of the Straw Hats are very unique with different styles of attacks and abilities. The special abilities consume something which is called TP, which is a yellow bar next to the character's health. TP can be gained by using regular attacks and initiating battles. The TP that you accumulate in a battle will remain for your next encounter. Each enemy has a weakness displayed above their head, which can be utilised to the player's advantage by switching around members of your party, even during combat. The pink fist above an enemy's head means power, the green sword is technique, and the orange gun means speed. All enemies also have a curved arrow around their health bar. This shows you which enemy is going to attack next and which enemy is in line for attacking. This can be incredibly useful for planning out your next attack. As a person who doesn't usually play turn-based RPGs, I actually found the combat very easy to get used to, and it felt really refreshing. The characters in this game start off as level 40, and after getting used to the combat, I then got a little bit hooked and went round looking for other enemies to level up on. Now if you are like me and enjoy leveling up, one bit of advice: do not do it at the start, because all of your stats and your health all get put down to level 1 after the first hour-long training arc. It would have been nice to have a little bit of a heads up on this, so I wouldn't have battled useless monsters, but I did, and that wasted a little bit of time. I'm not going to spoil how or why the Straw Hats lose their abilities, but this ultimately leads to the first line of the game, which is "A story bonds to build memory." In order to regain their true strength, the Straw Hats have to essentially revisit old memories to regain all of their old experience. The game then sets place in the islands of Alabasta, where Luffy and the crew first fought with one of his most challenging enemies at the time, Crocodile. This felt like a great blast from the past, and it has been incredibly interesting seeing the main characters' reactions. The moment I felt most excited about this memory arc was when the crew first laid their eyes on their incredibly beloved ship, the Going Mary. Seeing Luffy being reunited with his brother Ace, who heroically passed away in the main story, also hit me with the joys of nostalgia from when I first watched the show. Overall, my experience playing this game was a surprisingly positive one, and I would recommend this game to any fan of the One Piece series. If you are new to One Piece, this game may be a little bit lost on you, and you will have an entirely different experience to somebody who has read the manga or watched the anime series. Based on my first look, first play review, I am going to give this game a solid 8 out of 10. If you enjoy videos like these and would like to support my journey on YouTube and support my channel, I hope you can give this video a like and maybe a subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to throw them in the comments. If there's any games you would like me to do a quick review on like this, please let me know in the comments also. It's Mark from Monotech. Thanks for watching.
Yeah!